And we're live. This segment is a segment that is being produced for you beauty salon owners out there. The question is Madam CJ Walker returning to your salon? And I ask the question because you need to know a little bit about one of your role models. And some of you beauty salon owners are struggling, are having a hard time getting off the ground, and need a little encouragement from Sarah Breedlove. And I'm here to tell you that in the atmosphere, it's going to be all over Indianapolis, Indiana. The Sarah Breedlove walks the face of this earth, motivating and encouraging women just like you salon owners to look at her plan of study and what she used to advance herself to be a self-made millionaire. Now, I know a lot of you want to be a self-made millionaire, but if Sarah Breedlove was really here, what would she tell you? What would she say about the business of the hair industry? And how would she direct you and encourage you and lay a foundation so you too can be a millionaire and a salon owner who owns your own products and are selling your own products? She set the pace, ladies and gentlemen. And as one who aspires to know more about the hair industry, I know one of the things that she laid down was a consultancy that she manifested and delivered and invited young women in to sell her product and to become a franchisee. So a number of you are struggling right now trying to figure out how to put your own brand together and how to hire young women that will go out in the industry and sell your product. It's very vital that you should know that selling your product It's very vital that you should know that selling your product is one thing, but developing a brand is another. Now, I came to tell you that just because I'm playing the role of Sarah Breedlove does not mean that this is acting. There's a lot I can teach you about starting a business. And let's start from the beginning. No one who has a salon should be out there without an EIN number. No one should be selling their wares without a business license. You can structure yourself appropriately to win, but if you do not structure yourself right, you will find yourself failing at your own business and paying taxes when you could have paid your 20% up front. Now, let me talk to some of you salon owners. Yes, this is Sarah Breedlove coming back from the dead to talk to you. And if it takes this to encourage you women, then I'll be willing to come back to talk to you. The first thing you get is your EIN number to identify yourself. Now, if you cannot get business credit, you must go and see somebody to help you to structure your entity, whether it be sole proprietor, partnership, whether it be LLC, C Corp, or S Corp. You need to determine what your structure is going to be. Why? Because you need to identify your NIAC number and your Dun & Bradstreet number. That Dun & Bradstreet number records information about how you pay your bills in the business industry. And it will help the way you have built credit for your business. Now, there's a number of people that are working out there that are willing to help you for a little bit of ducats. You're going to have to pay some money. You just can't go out there and get these services free. Now, I didn't get rich by cutting edges. I reinvested back in my company, and you must reinvest back in your company. Now, as Sherelle Garth, I know about structuring. I learned that in school. And I learned that when I was a paralegal student, how to structure. And one of the first things you do is once you get that EIN number with the government that he's going to sign you for free, you keep that EIN number because that is going to be like your company's social security number. And then you go and register your business with the county and pay the county fees. And then you go to the business office and find out how much you need to pay for your business license. Now, if you're selling products, you must have a business license. And when you start selling your products, you must get yourself branded and you must get a label put on your products. Now, you don't necessarily have to sell Sarah Breelove's products. You can manufacture your own. Let somebody make you some product. But you're in business for yourself. And child, you need to know something about business structure because there's a lot of us out there claiming to sell and have a business online and a drop ship business at that, letting somebody do everything for them. Now, I don't think they're going to take the responsibility of going to court for you if you get hauled in for not paying taxes. So you best to have your lawyer and your accountant and have your business structured and set up. I'm talking to you salon owners, and I want you to know that this is Sarah Breelove, Madam C.J. Walker, Sherelle Garb, channeling, playing the part of Madam C.J. Walker. Now, if you want to take it from a spirit, I would listen if I were you, because there's going to be some satires centered around beauty salon business to address some of the beauty salon issues that needs to be talked about. That's right, because there's so much more I needed to teach y'all before I made my transition, but I had to check out. And because I checked out sooner than what I thought I had to do, there's much more I have to come back here and offer you ladies and some men. Now, once you get your entity together and determine which entity you are going to accept, you must also search out a rental space. You may not want to start out buying a building when you first start. You may just want to search out rental space until you establish and save your money, and then you can go and buy a building, not at the beginning. That's where a lot of people go wrong. What if you don't get the clients and you invest all that money in buying a building and you find out you're no good for doing hair, or you can't produce your own product and you don't have a product line and you don't have a clientele? What are you going to do with that building? And if you got all that space in that building and you can't even lease it out for a spa, or if you're thinking about it, you got to do long-term planning. If you get a building, you got to think about how you're going to market the space in that building, whether it be with a salon or a nail business. You got to think, who can I lease to so I can pay for the building? Unless you're going to get the building for free. But it's very important that you start out smart and you lease a space until you find out how business is going to go. Yes, yes, yes. This is your sister, Sarah Breelove, talking to you. And I'm visiting you salon owners. I'll be coming through the city, talking to you about all manners of business. This is not anything to play with. You can get rich like I did, paying your bills on time and make pay back loans on time. And any money that you borrow for your product, you must put the money back in the business. Maybe about 7 years before you start seeing a profit. But in the meantime, if this is the business for you, you got to invest everything, your time and your sacred money. Now, I want to say that there are many women out there who don't have a knack for doing hair. Now we got natural hair products and natural hair braiding. For those women who don't tell me, because I've used perm to burn all of the front of my hair out before. And I had to resort to go into hiding and wearing all manners of wigs until that hair grew out. And not only that, I had to stop wearing the perm because my hair was permanently gone up front for a while until I found proper products that would heal my scalp and grow it back. See, Sarah Breedlove, I lost all of my front of my hair. And I had to find a way, and I made mixtures up and different concoctions. And I kept putting things together until I found a solution that would grow my hair back. And boy, did it grow my hair back. I was something to see after my hair had grown back. People couldn't believe it. And they wanted my product. Where's that product that you have? Where's that product, Madam C.J. Walker? I want to buy it. Where is it? You got to have a product like that too. I'm talking to you salon owners who are talking about your new perm with sodium hydroxide that has boosters in it like oils, olive oils, and products that changes the DNA and your pH balance. Come on now. Who's going to create a chemical and then put all those good things in it and think that the chemical still won't kill your hair off? Those chemicals still will kill your hair off. I don't care how many boosters you put in it. Take it from Madam C.J. Walker. I'm about keeping some hair on your head, just finding the best shampoos and conditioners and deep penetrating conditioners so that you can also find the best blow dryers and blow dry your hair and press it till it's silky straight. Yes, Madam C.J. Walker found that product and she's got that product and she sold the heck out of that product. And many women that came to work with me, they sold my product too. Now, what kind of products do you have that will grow the hair back? I'm not talking about putting the perm in. I'm not talking about putting thioglycolate in, because yes, those things will fry your hair, lay it to the side, and give you that conk that you're looking for. But what about maintaining good, healthy hair? See, most of y'all didn't get to know me because y'all were very young and not even out of the womb when I was out there talking about good, healthy hair. Some of y'all just came in on the perm end of it and went buck wild crazy until you burnt all your hair out. Then you went for the weaves. You said, oh my God, I done burned my hair out. I ain't got enough up there to weave onto it. So you start gluing it on there and using that caustic glue to glue hair on your head. And you let your crown and glory go down the drain, and you became so shameful that you wore that crown, your crown and glory was gone, and you wore that weave, and you made that man believe that you were natural long-haired sister when you know you was weaving it on. Now, we got to do something better than that. We got to save our industry. It's bad enough we got the Koreans walking in, want to take over our line of business, want to create their own Castile curling irons. They wanted to steal my stuff and claim that it was theirs. And we got to stand up to the institution. They know we have $1 billion purchasing power, so they say, but don't believe the hype. They want you to think that you're spending $1 billion, so you will spend it. Don't believe the hype. You don't have to spend $1 billion on your head, and you don't have to take all the money for your rent and go and buy yourself a weave. Yes, you want to look beautiful. You want to be glamorous, but you can do it with less money than what you think. You have no business spending over $600 and $700 on some horse hair that don't even belong to you. Now, I'm going to tell you like it is, as Miss Sarah Breedlove, there wasn't a time that we spent that kind of money on our hair because we had to pay our bills. Some of you are going without paying your bills, all in the name of wearing your weave. Who are you trying to fool? Well, stop fooling yourself, because your boyfriend already know that horsehair fell out behind the bed when he was running his fingers through it. So what are you trying to do? So let's take it off. Take it all off. Take all of it off. Wrap your head up in a scarf like I'm doing now. Yes, I'm a spirit, but I don't have to do anything to my head because I'm not here, remember? I'm just a figment of your imagination. But it's very good for you to know how to properly do it if you still try to catch a man or catch a husband. You don't have to buy all that horsehair and fool the man and try to catch him with your hair. Then once you catch him with your hair and you go home and get comfortable with him and you start pulling those layers of weave off, he will look at you and say, this ain't what I bargained for. Put it back on. And I'll buy you some more. Now you can't be real with them. Now you can't be real with them. So when you come up out the bathroom and that glue that stopped working and those layers of hair is laying all on the Facebook, he'll say, put it back on. See, now you stuck. You got to wear that stuff until death do you part. But you don't have to. You can create your own product like I did. And when you create your product can be good enough to grow your real hair back. Try growing your real hair back. And this has been a message, one of the segments that's coming off of Mrs. Sarah Breedlove, known as Madam C.J. Walker. Segment number 1. Stay tuned for continuations of segments from Mrs. Madam C.J. Walker, better known as Sarah Breedlove, channeled by Mrs. Sherelle Garth. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great evening.